Hi guys, today I'm going to build this small parts organizer for the desktop, all made out of MDF. I'm Linn, and this is the Darbin Orvar channel. So this whole organizer is one unit. It has stops on the side so nothing falls off. I have 20 cubbies with drawers for like small electronics components and wires and screws and things like that. I also gained a shelf up here for all these various things that I built, as well as cubby holes underneath here for things to slip into. So let me show you how I built this. So I started with cutting up a bunch of MDF. This is for the base. I've also got a couple of pieces cut up here for the cubbyhole organizer. This is all made out of 1/2" MDF, with some grooves routed on the sides. The basic construction is 2 shelves in the middle and then 1 piece to cap it off. And just seeing if I like this whole idea and if it fits the space. It looks pretty good. Next step is to mark where I need to use the router to make grooves, to add a 1/4" MDF to make the cubbies. I've got a scrap piece here to act as a template to make it easier. Then drawing the lines down the piece. First, I'm cutting some MDF here for the separators for the cubbies. And then I'm setting up the router. So I'm routing 2 pieces at the same time, so that will be the top and the bottom of the cubbies, and that way everything will line up properly. And then just going down the line. Next, to attach the sides to the top of the cubby unit, I'm using pocket holes. And this is because I don't want to use screws that would be visible on the top. Then gluing the cubby unit together, first inserting the shelves into the sides. To act as a clamp, I added a few brad nails on the sides. Then gluing in all the separators. And sometimes they need a little gentle tapping to go in right. And there we go. Okay, so next I want some cubbies at the bottom of the unit too, so I have to route 2 sections on the underside. And these are 1/2" because I'm using 1/2" MDF here. Then doing a little sanding on this whole unit. Let's move on to the drawers. So I'm making 20 drawers, which means there's a whole bunch of MDF to cut up. 20 bottoms, 40 sides, 40 ends. For the drawer knobs, I was debating different things. The desk has these oil rub bronze knobs, which I like, so I thought to kind of match that, I first cut up a 1/2" dowel into small pieces, then sanded to get the burrs off, and then I sprayed those in oil rub bronze. And to put small things in a cardboard box when spraying is a really practical little tip. So I want each knob to sit inset in the side of the drawer, so to make it a little easier I put together this quick jig for the drill press, so the hole goes perfectly in the center each time. Then I glued and fit each knob in. Then time to assemble all the drawers. So gluing the sides to the bottom and adding a few nails too. I'm using a brad nailer, however I think it would be even easier to do this with a pin nailer if you have one. Of course, 20 drawers does take a little bit of time to put together. And there they are. Next I sand down any glue lines with the belt sander in the vise here. To complete the unit, I'm gluing on the stops on the sides here and on the top. Also, I simply added a few screws from underneath to secure the cubby unit to the base. Now for protection, I first put on a couple of coats of shellac, and this MDF just soaks that in. Once that was dry, I also added some water-based polyurethane on the base and on the shelf surface, which will get the most use. But shellac provides a really nice protection overall. So this whole area is really coming together now with this being done here. I've been working on this corner for a long time. I don't know, some of you may remember that I built this desk last year, and then of course I've been working on various projects for this space as well. And now with this unit here, everything is so much more organized, and it's really great to have these little drawers for all of these little things that you just kind of collect over time. And then, I mean, this is not that big of a desk, it's actually pretty small. So it's great that you can really make a space more functional like this by adding height. Because I love having kind of a shelf here for these various things. It makes the space feel a little cozier, but it's also just so practical. So here, you know, I have the third hand that I built. It has a lamp on it. And this is the fume extractor. And then I have the power supply that I built as well. And I'll have linked to all of these projects if you'd like to build one too in the description, as well as the links to all the products that I used to build this unit. I also plan to use this desk for other things, so you can remove this whole unit when you want to use it for something else. Yeah, also this whole cubby hole section is only connected to the base with screws, so that you could remove the base and replace it with a fresh sheet of MDF after you destroy it over time. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if this is your first time here so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. Yeah, again, I'll put links to everything in the description, as well as to my website where you can find all the dimensions for this build. So yeah, thank you guys so much, and I'll see you soon. Bye!